$30,000 plus 30,000 my wrist. We got those bad, that's I swear, baby, it was just cause now that's it. How could I forget that you done for me? Baby, gonna take the charge and take the fall from me. Would love to take you shopping, but I'm in your time. Sorry, little mama, I can give you more. Baby, could you? I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sitting right now. Could you? I got too much on my mind right now. Tell that hero that I'll get my baby 30,000. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah. Bar for me.
All right, it's Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You know the drill. Let's get right down to it. And the offense getting set as they've got it first and goal from the 10. They come up in an offset eye. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Well, it didn't work out this time, but there's always next time. And we'll see you next time right here. And the offense getting set as they've got it first and goal from the 10. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
And that does it for this one. Pat yourself on the back. You just completed and dominated the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge.
I like when birds come in. Sounds like I got seats in there. I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LED logo the tag. I go in back of the they all from that. My diamonds, they all look at this, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the demon on flat. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, the man. I'm a K back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the live in the mansion, they know what at. I got some that's up in the Jordan, they know what at. I came on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that had a
All right, so the challenge is laid out in front of you. Can you complete it? We're about to find out. Solo challenge, Madden Ultimate Team time. Let's go. And here are the Lions now as they get set on first and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Another carry now for Gurley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Off the bootleg, Yates. And this one is incomplete. That one intended for his fullback, John Kuhn. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know we can't do a mind meld and really know exactly what he was thinking, but I didn't see an open receiver there. Maybe, possibly, he did that on purpose and just overthrew him.
Yeah, coverage was good, so maybe indeed that was another way to throw it away, if you will. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. On the stop was Aaron Donald. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Again, they run with Gurley. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. Well, unfortunately, not the result that you were looking for, but the great thing about how this works is Madden. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Gurley again here on 1st down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. To throw on 3rd down. Yates, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Unfortunately, unable to achieve the results you're looking for, but there's always next time. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. Off the bootleg. Yates. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Stepping up, oh no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Not the results you wanted, but the good news. And here are the Lions now as they get set on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
On 1st down, Yates. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A big play there for Detroit. 45 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aaron Donald able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving them. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture me, Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russian. Ladies should never the luggage, my diamonds they tussling, my neck and my belly on. They calling for me and they, you want me like you and I look, yeah, her Rex on her, yeah, B-Rex better calm down, yeah, if you go around, come around, yeah, whole squad.
All right, the challenge is in front of you. Do you accept it? I hope so. Keep the game on. Play the challenge. It's Solo Challenge, Madden Ultimate Team. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Michael Brocker's in on the stop. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Off play action. Yates. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Gurley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Here's Gurley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now it's Gurley. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go. 3-19.
On 3rd down, Yates. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. Gurley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. He's back to throw. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Nice job. Congratulations, defeating the Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge.
It's one of them ones, man. You just in the car, man. It's like when you in the car, you just think about everything, man. Definitely when you by yourself and you just cruising on the highway, man. Yeah, this got me thinking. On that cap, swerving through traffic, listening to trap. My windows ain't tinted, so notice me. 4 braids, Yankee fitted, yeah, know it's me. I'm everywhere comfortable, but I'm still attentive. A young with money will make offended. I ain't flashy, I'm classy, but I ain't stupid either. Never show up to that's hungry and eager. My brother's keeper, I'm loyal, it's all in my demeanor. A true believer, I believe when they didn't believe her. That's why I don't let opinions affect me. I do what I want to do.
And the offense readies for a first down and 10.
Detroit! Leopard!
On first and 10, Yates. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And an alley to run. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing on first down. Yates. Throw complete there. Rodgers broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Looking to throw. Yates. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Back to throw. Yates got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 1st down, Yates. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Looking to throw. Yates. That's caught. It's Thomas. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw. Yates flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Yates. Step it, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions. TJ Yates, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Here's Cooks on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st down, it's gone. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Again, Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. On 2nd down, here's Goff. His pass caught at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. What a play. Maybe a game-saving play on the knockdown there.
That was beautiful, wasn't it? If you're looking at it from the defense's perspective, they looked like they had a shot at it. Maybe a complete.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, it could come back at you a long way.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The 15 yards through the air and a first down. Operating from the gun, Yates. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now we'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Looking to throw. Yates. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Clock's still rolling here, 4th down.
Yeah, they got to remember they cannot spike it. 4th down, as you noted.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts, not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Too bad. Can't win them all, though. Come back. Try again. Thanks for playing the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. And here are the Lions now as they get set on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, Yates. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. They're going to try and throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know it deep.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
The linebacker, David Harris, on the stop. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So here come the Lions now. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
Didn't work out this time, but there's always next time, and we'll see you next time right here on the Solo Challenge for Madden Ultimate. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And they'll run it here. Pushes him over. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. From the pistol, it's Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, normally on a third down play, I'm not a huge proponent of play action. But when you run it as effectively as we've seen them do in this game, yeah, it sets it up pretty well.
Yeah, particularly on this drive, they've been great running the ball. Good setup. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. On third and 2, Yates, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. In for the score, and the Lions have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines, but the bottom line is the absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Goff now on second down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Goff on first down. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 11 more on that one and another first down. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Goff now to throw. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the fourth. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So out now come the Lions.
Leopard!
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he'll get it out near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Samson Ebukam in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. Yates, now a desperation throw. And got his man complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Here's Cooks on the return. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field. It's a pretty simple formula, Charles. A field goal, all you need. That wins you the game.
And the most confident guys going out on the field to direct their teams, they've probably already talked to their kicker before they went out and let him know, don't worry, you got a chance to be a hero in this one. I'll set you up, you just knock it through the post. His plan, get the team downfield and get them into position. They've gone over it many times in practice. That's how he's going to approach it.
And now on the sideline, everyone stay away from the kicker. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Now Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. The 20, 10. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded.
He's got a man, complete. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. welcome back the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball. Unable to make the play. Now one result that you... And the offense readies for a first down and 10. On first and 10, Yates looking for Inman deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a first and 10 at the 18. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. On fourth down, Yates. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it second and goal. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowl corner, Marcus Peters, there to make the play.
The first time I saw Marcus Peters was in a practice session when he was at the University of Washington. I literally was watching someone else, and my eyes kept going to him. I thought he played the corner position with extreme intelligence, even as an undergrad there.
What year was that?
It would have been his sophomore year at Washington, and he's
coming out. He can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. Fourth and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. They're on the sidelines. They're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Well, unfortunately, unable to achieve the results you're looking for, but there's always next time. We'll see you next time. And here are the Lions now as they get set on 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. They're running with Gurley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, Detroit. Todd Gurley with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Lions are in for 6. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Here's Cooks on the return. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
So many things have to come together just right to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now gone. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods, 60 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the fourth. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And they'll run it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So obviously that one really hurts not to be able to convert. But this one's not over yet, Charles. Look at the clock, and then also 2 timeouts still left for it.
And if I'm coaching the defense, I think I'm going all out. And what I mean by that is nothing but pressure packages going at them. I'm going to force them on offense to kind of gamble a little bit because I will leave openings. All right? You can sting me, but how often will they want to do that? They're going to want to run the ball and bleed the clock. I'm going after him, hoping to make a big play.
And in a sense, 3 timeouts with that 2-minute warning looming.
Great note right there because it was the 2 timeouts. They get a 3rd one back. They still have a chance.
Back to throw. Gone. Looking sideline, incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 2nd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Rams on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a give running left for Gurley. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. throwing on first down. Yates escapes the sack. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The veteran Jeremy Maclin was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Not the results you want. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10.
Leopard!
On first down, Yates. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab to that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates his way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Off the play fake. Yates, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Samson Abukum able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
No, check, Patriot!
Off play action. Yates. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. On 4th down, Yates. Inman able to bring it in. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Yates. This will be caught just inside the 10. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down.
Brandon, my evil, reckless brother's on my shoulder screaming, go for it. But I just knocked him off. You can't do that here. Field goal is a chip shot. Take the points. No way you can let this possession end without getting some points.
Now let's go!
On 4th down, Yates. This will be caught at about the 6. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell them to take care of the ball and try and move forward. And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And all the way to the opposite 48. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Rams football here. Reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking. But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Here we go. It's Gurley. Powering forward. How did he stay on his feet? Too bad. Can't win them all, though. Come back. Try again. Thanks for playing the Madden Ultimate. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fights off the defender. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And they'll go with the ground attack here. So we got 3 at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
Back to the Philly, here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Lucky 56.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Looking to throw. Yates. And that is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on down. That failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'd be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too. Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Give him 30 yards there. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. He'll get it up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Now they'll run on the draw. That didn't work out this time, but there's always next time. And we'll see you next time right here on the Solo Challenge for Madden Ultimate Team. And here are the Lions now as they get set on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Rams have got it back. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. To throw on 2nd down is gone. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Gone. The quick slant caught. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the gun, here's Gone. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Throwing to start the drive. Yates. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And Dealer down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. The job one to pick up the 1st down is complete. That was a big 3rd down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the 1st down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down. Goal.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive yet, when they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Here's Cooks on the return. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Any return in midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. Well, unfortunately, not the result that you were looking for, but the great thing about how this works is Matt. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. Bust through the tackle. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
It's the former line. Sue on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And they'll run it here. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
On 4th down, Yates shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Chris Culliver with the tackle. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made there by Ray Malaluga, the linebacker.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first, this one from 38. Goals out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now...
And got his man complete. 20, 10. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
I don't think there's any great secret or mystery here. We're in the 4th quarter. You've got to take that shot, especially since you're down on the scoreboard. But I have to understand what was going on defensively. They've got to know that as well, don't they?
Absolutely, but they look lost defensively, and they took that shot, got in the end zone, now in position here to take the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. throw. Yates, and that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Now it's gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Not a bad idea to start overtime. Feed the hot hand.
And understand that when you're feeding that hot hand, everyone else is pretty much in agreement on it. A team looks at their game and says, all right, who's playing really well? Let them touch the football, and we'll do our job to help him along.
He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to him.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped?
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing on it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. The panic that in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. We'll be back. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he loses the football a second time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. To throw on 2nd down. Yates. And that'll be incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And he missed it. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Gone. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is, if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Goff now looking to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. time to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Well, and the offense readies for a first down and 10.
Let's go! Green, 39! Check, Green, 39! Leopard!
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On the counter, Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Yates. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flushed out right. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Eli Rogers, 54 yards. And the Lions are in for 6. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the 3rd quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now Goff on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Here's Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Oh, no, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now they'll run on the draw. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
And Zerline's kick is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
And they'll run it here. Nifty move there on the run, but ultimately brought down at the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Back to throw. Yates, and he's got Rodgers. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Looking to throw on second down. Yates looking deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And an alley to run. And he'll run it right through it. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
That tremendous return put them in field goal range right now. But I look at the overtime rules and know that a touchdown ends the game. I don't want to just settle for 3 there. I want to go ahead and get 6 right now.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They have great starting field position here in overtime. You can bet they're not thinking field goal. They want to win this now.
And we know with the still relatively new overtime rules, the mindset has changed for everyone around the league about getting the ball because you want to score the touchdown to end the game. In this case, with this type of field position, even more of an emphasis on that. Settling for a field goal would feel like a failure now.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here.
And he loses the football a second time. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. And they'll try the ground game here with a running back. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And he's got this one down to the 10. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is in for a score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Not the results you wanted, but the good news, practice makes perfect. We'll see you again right here on the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. And here are the Lions now as they get set on 1st and 10.
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right
Still
about
first down.
that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still first down. Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set him back 5.
Still first down.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down. Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down. Delay of game, offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still first down. Delay of game, offense.
So that one will be accepted.
Still first down.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway.
Offense.
They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back him up halfway.
Offense.
They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
To throw from his end zone. Yates throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl corner, Marcus Peters, there to make the play. Defensively there, Mr. Marcus Peters with another deflection, another pass breakup.
And how about the confidence he exudes out there? You can just see it even from up here, can't you? The way he moves around, confident to the point of being cocky, and that's what you need to play the corner position. He believes no one's going to complete a pass in his area. That's why he's knocked away a few in this one.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. Throwing on third and long. Yates, he'll wife it. He's got him in. Complete. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Lions are in for 6.
I know Paul Revere talked about by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flip the script here in the third quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember, there weren't any real adjustments then, right? You weren't looking at some tape, right? You weren't looking at stuff off of the surface tablets. You just went back out and played. Right now, maybe the adjustments have caught up to him.
Well, we'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive. To throw is gone. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
Okay, third and short, the mindset of the defense, probably playing the run first. But if you're playing any type of...
Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, Goff. And his throw here is incomplete. Ron Parker there in on the coverage, and he knocked it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Goff. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Right side complete. That's Woods. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Off to Woods as the Rams move the chains. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing again is gone. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to walk. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. In for the score. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th. Zerline now for the PAT.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. On the toss, it's Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Another carry now for Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where did that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Well, when you got a running back who's already gone over 100 yards for the game, you can bet he'll be involved on 4th and short. He's been tough for this defense to handle all game long, and he converts here to keep the drive moving.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he stopped immediately there. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that can finish things off for them.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Eli Rogers that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. That means the guys going after passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Give him 30 yards there. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Back to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. Oh, a lot of contact right there. No call. Maybe got away with one.
What are you doing questioning the contact on that play? Let them play. And you know it's late game.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Here's Cooks on the return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. One last throw here for Goff. Now a desperation, and that's caught inside the 30. He's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you get that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. This one is going to sting for a while. I mean, how do you let that happen defensively?
One stop.
One stop. I know that it's easy to say that from the booth, but
it is.
How do you let that happen? And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
No, check, Patriot!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Yates flush to his right. And he's got room. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time.
You don't have to win the 40-yard dash to still have good mobility. How about him getting outside of the pocket, throwing on the run, and picking up a first down?
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hurry up, here we go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Oh, and now he pulls, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Here's Cooks on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Goff. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And they'll run it here. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And now running right through it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Fights loose, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because We've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Here's Gurley. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage you gain there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say, get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
So that does it. Put this one in the books. A successful Madden Ultimate Team.
Count, cause I'm 2 up right now. 2 up right now. Yo. I'm two on one day on my third. I was 2 broke, now I'm 2 rich. Made 100K on my third shift. I'm a boy, so boy, no, I'm a gangster. And you a boy. Man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchline. All you rappers looking like a lunch line. Right now, I got you. Right now. Nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now. Need crew up right now. Cause we 2 up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm 2 up right now. 2 up right now. Yo, I'm 2 up, brown blew up, copped that new rape on them haters. Grew up, brother went to jail for them, told me you up. First time I seen 100 bands, yeah, I grew up. Oh, on the couches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to boof up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now, I got you. Right now, nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew up right now. Cause we 2 up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm 2 up right now. 2.
Hello everybody, it's the coach, welcoming you to Madden Ultimate Team.
And now the offense getting ready on second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Dontrell Inman, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. To throw on 3rd down. Yates, a bullet throw, but incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Well, we know that someone has absolutely no fear. 4th down. They throw it downfield. That ball was competed for by both the defender and the guy catching it, and he comes down with it. Now they got 1st and goal. What a big-time play.
They run it. It's Charles. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal operating from the 8-yard line. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, it's Oliver, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Brandon Oliver, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Now it's Parker. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Marino on 1st down. And over the middle, this is Parker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They'll try and choose some clock with Gore. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
On 3rd and short, Drake. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. On 1st and 10, Yates. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed him. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
They didn't get out of bounds, but that's okay. They need one more just like that to give themselves a chance.
Throwing on 1st down. Yates, he's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. 23 yards on the play.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now let's go.
On 1st down, Yates. His throw caught right around the 6. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So on now is Blair Walsh. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So on now is Blair Walsh. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that ball, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. The champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. The champs is in. Yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the race for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Where the right flag, they forfeiting it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I wanna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. Whip it, shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it off. Quarterback got range if you block them all. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Duck goose, linebacker coming through. Yeah, hit him with the spin of the Jew. Yeah, we gon' blow your block like a new. Yeah, and I spend a dime every two. We gon' lock down on the offense. Bust down the skeleton fossil. I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him. Quavo Yoda on offset, Chewbacca. Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block him. We some animal, yeah, we some goblin. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossible. Red zone, this my highlight, my property. Do a quarterback, niggas on 4th and 3. Get the ends on the offensive block for me. I step from him down, get off of me. I'm trucking them over, he under me. Back ends, wipe my sins. They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's running right through it. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for a loss of 5. Off the play fake. Yates looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. So a good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 51 yards. And the Madden Legends have taken the early lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No, Jack Patriot.
Here we go with Jamal Charles. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and get some things up.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Yates, and he rifles one incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third down. Yates looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Yates, he'll rifle it. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will have a touchdown. Drew Brees, his second touchdown pass here in the opening quarter of this game. And the Madden Legends will extend their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Throwing on first down. Yates. His throw incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that...
And this will be a touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, 33 yards. And the Madden Legends will extend their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Yates. And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation.
Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. Running away with this one. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway, essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down, because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's going the other way. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Does the big boy have the juice? And this results in 6. Touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. When you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
And now here is another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Culliver. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play?
Damon Harrison busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hurry up, here we go.
To throw on 2nd down. Yates. And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will score. It's a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
On 1st down, Yates, blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
The interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. After the